In this video tutorial, we're going to cover how to enter a request into the VDOT utility locating and marking request system. For this tutorial, you should already be logged in and see your username in the upper right hand corner. We're going to go to submit a request and click on the link. We're going to notice that information is automatically populated, the request ID that you can use to track your request in our system, and your contact information along with the request date and time. When you're going to request work to be done, you're going to have to enter what type of work that you're doing, whether it's installing guardrail, sign, etc. The location description is going to describe to the marking contractor information about how to find the location site. So this might be the west side of an intersection or something like that. And the instructions would be, for example, mark everything within 500 feet of an intersection, or mark between 2 mileposts in the milepost numbers, something like that. And VDOT needs to internally charge back to other parts of VDOT using a charge code. And you can get that information from a VDOT project manager that you're working with, or the contract manager. And this isn't something that'll be used to charge back to you. This is something that'll be used by VDOT internally. When entering a request, sometimes there are emergency requests that you need a 4-hour response for, and you'd go ahead and select that here. This isn't to be used for, let's say you forgot to put in a request and now the work needs to be done today, and so you click that. These will be scrutinized since there's an extra cost to VDOT that will be incurred. If you went out and marked with white paint or flags the area that you'd like located, you'd indicate that here, and if the type of work you're doing is boring, you'd indicate that with a yes here. For the contact method, when you submit this request, you'll receive an email automatically. If you want to receive text, you click this box for text message, and you have the same options for if the locating contractor has questions, when your request is approved, denied, and when the locating and marking is complete. So we'll go ahead and just enter some information here. Install sign, west side of intersection, and for the instructions, see map, because we're going to put that in here, and we'll just enter something for the charge code. And so down here we have a map that indicates the areas that this system covers. If you need something located outside of these red perimeters, that would be another area of VDOT that you'd have to contact. Now you can use the map if you're familiar with the area, just like a Google map, to go and select the exact spot. If you're unsure of the location on the map, you can click Find Location, and you can search by address, road name, intersection, or if you have the latitude, longitude. We'll go ahead and use the intersection to search by, and we'll put Richmond Highway in Southgate and click search, and you notice a orange marker was added to the map. If multiple locations came back in our search, you could use view to actually orientate the map to that location. Now we'll just go ahead and select the Richmond Highway in Southgate, the first marker there, and that's going to take us back to the exact location, which is right here. It's going to orientate the map, so you see Southgate and Richmond Highway. Now you're going to want to tell us exactly what you want marked. You can either add an area, which is a polygon, to the map, or you can add a marker, and you can add as many areas and markers or any combination that you'd like. The only requirement is you have to have at least one added. So let's go ahead and click area. We're going to say that we want this region or area polygon marked. If we wanted to delete any of the points, you can see them show up there, and just click this button and it'll delete that point. These are draggable, and if you wanted to increase the area, you could do so. There we went and deleted a point on our polygon, and we'll go ahead and click add. Now, say for example you don't see this full box on your screen. What you can do is hold down the control key and also at the same time hit the plus or minus buttons, which will bring this dialog into view. And we'll go ahead and add this to our map, and you're going to see the areas and markers will show up as a list down here below the map, and we can put as many of these as we want in. If we wanted to clear out all of our areas and markers, we just click clear all, and if we want to refresh the map, we can do that here. Now let's say you've got a file that you want to add to the request. You can click browse, and that will take you right to a file selection dialog box, and you can actually go in here and pick from here what files you want to put in. And we just selected a file. We'll just give it any name, click upload, and that'll actually upload the file and associate it with this request. We can click this button to view the file that we uploaded, or we can delete it from the request. For this purpose, we'll just go ahead and leave that in there, and now we're ready to click submit. Now that we've clicked submit, you're going to receive an email that a request was entered into the system. You're going to be taken to a success page, and this concludes the video tutorial on how to add a marking request.